All right, we're on to plan C this morning. David here with Forgotten Coast Fishing. We started out in the bay fishing for some trout or redfish with a topwater early this morning. The conditions were great for that, but it just didn't pan out. Then I moved out to some buoys and fished about 5 or 6 buoys with some live shrimp under a cork, maybe to catch a triple tail, but that didn't happen. So we're out here in some of our near shore reefs. And in the process this morning, I caught a nice sized pinfish. So I'm gonna get this on this bigger spinning rod over here on a free line just sitting out there. And then I've got a smaller spinning reel that I've got a single drop rig on. And I'm gonna put a live shrimp on that. Maybe we'll catch a mangrove. All right, so this free line is 80-pound test here. And this is my Pin Slammer 7500 reel. A big, hefty reel. Should we get a amberjack or something like that. And this is a Shimano Talus PX extra heavy rod. So I'm prepared if we get something big. And like I said, this is a nice sized pinfish. So I'm just gonna kind of hook him in the head up here. Kind of go all the way through like that. And I've got a reverse FG knot here between my leader and my braid because I've got quite a good piece of length of leader, and that knot's gonna have to wind up going through these guides. And that reverse FG knot does a really nice job of not snagging up because it's a real kind of skinny type knot. All right, so I'm definitely gonna loose up the drag on this thing since we're using these bow mounted rod holders. All right, we'll just let that pinfish do its thing and get a live shrimp here on the bottom. All right, this rig that I'm gonna use for this live shrimp, this is just 20-pound fluorocarbon, and I've got it tied up into this single drop. And I've got a 3/0 circle hook, kind of a thin wire, which is what we're gonna kind of want for these mangroves, hopefully. And I'm just gonna hook this live shrimp through the head like you've seen me do a lot. And this is a 4-ounce bank sinker at the bottom. And let's just drop this down and see what's down here. I have no idea. I have caught mangrove at this reef before, so that's why I came here. Oh, here we go. All right. Oh man, first drop here. Geez, this one feels kind of nice. Geez. I don't know what it is. And if it's a mangrove, ooh, it's a big one. All right. Oh, wow. He's kind of jerking me down. All right, I've got, oh, did he get off? Man, he got off. That's a bummer. That was a nice fish. I had my drag, I think maybe a little too tight. I was worried about that reef. So I'm gonna loosen that up a little bit. Maybe it tore its mouth, but nonetheless, that was a nice bite. All right, here we go. All right, well, see, I loosened my drag. Oh, I just need to find that sweet spot where he can kind of pull it a little bit, but not so much that he gets down in that reef. Now, this is not as big as those 2 prior ones. We had lost 2 prior to getting this one. Looks like we're gonna get this one up. Is it a triggerfish? Oh man. He would have to be 15 inches to keep, and he wouldn't be that anyway. But let's get him back. Oh man. Oh geez, here's another snatch. All right, this is the same size as those first 2 that we lost before we got that little trigger up. Oh man, see, this is what I'm worried about, getting down in that reef. But at the same time, if I tighten up this drag too much further, we risk tearing their mouth. We've got something decent here. Little 20-pound fluorocarbon, 3/0 thin wire circle hook. Oh geez, what have we got? Oh man, oh, there's some head shakes. All right, see if we can just get him away from that reef first off. And just keep him from getting down. We were pretty much at the bottom. So I know whatever this structure is down here, it's, oh man, something just popped. We definitely have a good one here. All right, maybe we cleared the reef. Let's see what we get, everybody. Hopefully it's not just a big trigger, but a nice mangrove that we can put in the box. Oh, a red grouper. He's probably gonna be too little. Let's get a measurement just to see. I just looked them up on the Fish Rules app and was reminded these guys are out of season. But that's a nice red grouper. I don't want to waste too much more time. Let's go ahead and get him in. There he goes, good job. All right, well that was cool getting that red grouper. He probably was a little too small anyway, but our gag grouper's out of season too, as well as our red snapper. So we can keep some lane snapper, some mangroves, but nonetheless, it's just, whoa, good to get out here and catch some fish. I haven't been able to get out in several weeks. My Grady engine's still not working so well, so we're hoping to get that back this week. And then we can get back out here offshore. Oh, look, another triggerfish. All right. You're too little, trigger. Oh, here we go again. All right. Good one, good one, good one. Man, let's see what we've got here. It probably feels like a little triggerfish again, but we could keep triggers if we get one above 15 inches, but it doesn't look like we're going in the right direction with that. There you go. I'm starting to lose a lot of these shrimp on the way down, and I know it's triggerfish. So what I did that last time, instead of hooking the shrimp through the head like that, I'm actually going to kind of start at the tail and run this hook down this shrimp's body and then back out at the head area, just to provide a little more grip on this hook, just like that. Oh, here we go. Oh man, it's another good one. Another good one. Look at that head shake. It's either a head shake or the old trigger doing his spin thing to make himself a lot bigger than he really is. But it's got some more weight to it than those smaller triggerfish, that's for sure. Come on, mangrove. You can do it. Yeah, he's got a little good, just kind of some solid weight to him. Let's see. Oh man, it is a trigger. Let's see if he's 15. All right. He might just be, but maybe not. He's looking smaller. We'll measure him real quick just to see, but I don't think he is. Yeah, he was just barely 13. So we've got a few more inches to go. Oh, here we go. All right. I'm running into a lot of trouble with these triggerfish, kind of getting this on the way down without me even knowing it. So if I can get this shrimp down all the way to the bottom, I'm getting some nice bites. But man, they can just grab the shrimp on the way down. You don't even know. Look at this, another trigger. All right. Oh, here we go. All right. All right. So this was a kind of a double hit. Somehow the shrimp didn't get off on that first strike, and he came back. We got him hooked. I think it's another small trigger. Yeah, another small trigger. All right, so since I'm just getting those smaller triggerfish, I'm gonna move reefs. I even tried this circle hook jig with a kind of a bigger piece of bonita, but those triggerfish were just grabbing that too. So I'll see you at the new reef. Oh, here's one. All right, so this is that new reef, and this is just that live shrimp on this 3/0 circle hook. And I was seeing some trigger at the surface when I was working on putting that free line back out. So I'm sure that's what this is, but he's got a lot of jerk to him. Oh man, yeah. So let's see what we've got. Hopefully it's something for the box. No, triggerfish. He's a little bit bigger than we were getting on that other reef. Not 15 or anything, but a good fighting fish. It's getting close. He may be a solid 13, close to 14 maybe. All right, and I got a bonita strip on that free line out there. When I left that other reef to pull that in, there was nothing left but the braid. Something cut it there before the leader. So I've got a bonita strip on it. We'll see if that pulls up something. Oh, here we go again. All right. Oh man, decent one. I keep saying that about all of them when we keep getting these 13 or 14 inch triggers. But this one's kind of giving out on us. Sometimes beeliners will do that. Man, you think you got something. Oh, look. Oh, a lane snapper. I was about to say, man, snappers sometimes do that. All right, we got something for the box, everybody. Man, that's a telltale snapper, smaller one like this anyway. They'll have a nice initial jerk and pull and fight, and then they'll kind of give up on you. But man, this is a pretty nice lane snapper. Let's get a measurement on them. Man, I show these a lot because I think these are one of the most beautiful fish out there, with all those different colors, the yellow and the red and the pink. And look right there on that head. Man, that is just so cool looking. Whoa, let's not lose him. All right, let's see what he measures out. All right, so with the stomach sticking out, he's 15, so he's about 14 and a half. So that's a nice lane snapper. Let's go ahead and get him in the box before we lose him. Oh man. Oh geez, here's a good one. Yeah, it was just a kind of a slow pull. It's like he just kind of nonchalantly grabbed it and then realized he was hooked. It wasn't like a big aggressive bite, but it's a good one. It's definitely a good one. Let's see what it is. Something else for the box, maybe? Another big trigger. Well, relatively speaking, big trigger. Yeah, these guys, you see how they make that spin right there? That's how they can make themselves feel a lot heavier than they are. You always think you got a bigger one when you're fighting him. When he comes up to the surface, you just said, oh geez, I thought I had a keeper. The other thing about trigger, they got tough mouths. And that one came off fairly easily, but some of them, man, you have to really work to get that hook back out. Oh, here we go again. All right, it is just pretty much a fish every drop. Now, we've only got one in the box so far, but geez, this is a lot of fun. Like I said, I hadn't been out doing this in a long time, and I am not complaining at all. What is this? Oh, another trigger. Not at all. Here he is. Here he is. Oh, geez. All right, we got some good drag this time. This one may be the biggest one of the day. We've had some nice ones earlier, but they got off right at the beginning before I had my drag kind of set right. But this, well, this is going straight to the bottom. And this is definitely, oh, one of our bigger ones of the day. But like I said, I've only got that 20-pound fluorocarbon on there because I was trying to, you know, hopefully get those mangroves earlier. But it didn't even break at the leader though. He definitely got us down in that reef. No, it did break the leader right there. So he definitely got us in the reef. Well, since I've got a tie on and we're really not getting mangroves, I'm gonna go ahead and tie on a bit bigger double drop rig. All right, so now we got a 40-pound double drop. I was worried about running out of shrimp earlier. That's why I was using the single drop, but I've got plenty of shrimp left. And this is 40-pound mono. And I didn't have any more bank sinkers. I left those on the Grady, but we'll use this little trolling weight. So it'll do just fine. Oh man, sitting here dealing with the trolling motor. It keeps, spot lock keeps turning off. Kind of happens when I get into rough water like this. I don't know if that's a common thing or I've got something going wrong, but I put some squid on here because I was losing these shrimp to these triggerfish on the way down to no end. And so I put some squid on and I get a fish while I'm trying to deal with that trolling motor, and it's a little trigger and he's all tangled up. Jeez. Well, as you can see by the swells behind me, this wind is really starting to pick up. So I'm gonna go ahead and head on in. We had a great day today though. We only got that one fish in the box, but that's okay. We caught a lot of fish, and for me, that was just a lot of fun. I haven't been able to get out in several weeks due to being so hot, to work, and to that Grady engine still being down. So I had a great day today, but it's time to go ahead and head on in. But if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you won't miss my future videos. So until next time, hope to see you on another episode of Forgotten Coast Fishing.